All right, Jacko, obviously coming off a tough result, how have the first few days back at training been?
Yeah, it's been good. It's always difficult to come off the back of a result like the Adelaide one. Yeah, we certainly weren't happy with the result and the performance as well. You know, a lot of things we've spoke about since then and debriefed it with the players. So, listen, that's what we do all the time. We look at the games, we try and analyse them, we try and get better. It's clear it wasn't good enough. What we've got to try and build is our consistency of performances. That's a word we've used within the group. How consistent can we be? We showed really good signs against Sydney, and then not to back it up against Adelaide was really disappointing. So we're fully focused to put that right in the next game against Macarthur.
The good thing is about football is that it's only a week before you get to go back out on the park again. What do you see coming up against Macarthur down in Campbelltown? Yeah,
it'll be a tough game. You know, I'd say looking at a lot of the teams in the league, there's a lot of inconsistencies with results and certainly performances and things like that. So they're coming off the back of a good result. We know they've got some dangerous players. We've analysed how they play. So listen, we'll do our stuff. We'll prepare for the game. We'll prepare the players, and ultimately we'll concentrate on what we want to do. But we'll be mindful of what Macarthur can bring as well, and we know they can be dangerous on their home patch.
A couple of good results down in Campbelltown previously. Is it a place that holds good memories for you and the team?
Yeah, of course it is. We had some good results there last season, but we know there were tough games as well. That's I have to point that out, that there were tough games over there. So we know what it's going to be, and as a group we're really determined to put right the result against Adelaide. That's what we want to do. So again, we've been working hard on the training pitch. We've got a few days to go now before the game, but yeah, we're ready for that.
What has training looked like? Obviously there's been some hot weather out and about in the Central Coast, but what's training look like? Yeah,
there's been some hot weather, there's been some wet weather, a bit of a mixture, but listen, as normal, we stick to the process, we stick to how we work. We recovered the boys a little bit as well, reviewed the game, and then we like I said, we get to work on what we need to do against Macarthur. So yeah, we'll be starting that today and then building on that up until Monday's game.
We've got a supporters bus going down with some loud and vocal Mariners fans just before Christmas. I guess, can you speak to the fans that are going to be travelling down for that one? Yeah,
it's great to see the fans travelling down. It's not too far away, so hopefully we can get some fans across there to give us that support. It's always helpful. And then we after Macarthur we go to 2 home games. So we're looking for kind of the supporters to get behind the team like they always do. And then we've got to do our bit on the pitch as well, and give them something to cheer about.
3 or 4 games in pretty much 2 weeks, really quick succession. I guess, how prepared do you feel for them? We've obviously done a lot of backup with the AFC Cup and the Champions League. Do you feel like it's maybe an advantage for the squad having so many games in quick succession?
Well, listen, it's always a challenge. It's always a challenge to have back-to-back games. You have to assess after every game what the injuries are, what the state of the players are. So, we've not been blessed with that this season with the certain injuries we have. So the squad is quite depleted. But what we have to do is, go into every game with a mindset that we're going to win the game, leave everything out on the pitch, and then it's up to kind of us and the staff to assess the players afterwards and see what the state of play is going into the next game. But listen, it's always a challenge, but it's an exciting time for footballers to play at Christmas time. There's a lot of games, of course there is, but we'll see the supporters coming to our stadium, particularly in the 2 games after Macarthur. So we're excited for it. It's going to be a challenge, but we're excited for that challenge.
Last one, how did the boys pull up injury-wise and body-wise after that game against Adelaide?
Yeah, there's a few issues we had to look at after the game. So like I said, we work hard to recover the players, assess the players, monitor the players throughout training as well. So yeah, we were touch and go on a few players, but I fully expect them to be okay for the game.